Hey everyone, Tori Davis here from the Foundations team. I'm going to give a quick update from last week on navigation. For those of you who missed last week's video, I started really digging into our project visibility settings and how they interact with our left-hand navigation. So we already had this epic here. Previously, there was a table that was started to provide really an overview of the different features in the left nav and whether they could and should be able to be disabled individually. The table grew a little bit outdated and it needed to be filled out a little further. So I went ahead and started a new table with the newest navigation structure that we have in projects. And so the table looks a bit like this now, where it shows all of the left-hand navigation items that are listed within a project. And then it also shows what visibility setting removes that left nav item. This week, I dug a little bit deeper to fill out the next column, which is whether that item should be able to be manually disabled and what the status of it is. So for example, under issues, you can disable the entire issues section as well as disabling requirements individually. You can't currently disable any of these other sub-nav items individually, such as milestones or iterations. CI/CD is another example where you can disable the entire section, but you can't disable pipelines individually. So we would want to allow that where you can disable pipelines or test cases, but editor jobs and schedules relies on pipelines. So you wouldn't be able to disable one of those without disabling the others. So I went through this entire list and thought, about which would make sense to disable and how they relate to each other in that way. So the next column is for linking the related issues for what needs to be updated. So all of these green ones, they're good. They don't need any follow-up issues. The ones with the X's, we just need to create the issues and add them here. Some of them already had issues created, so I went ahead and linked those up. Additionally, I created a column for dependencies. So this relates back to some of what I was discussing in my last video, where, for example, if you disable merge requests here, then the section under analytics code review does not currently get removed. So dependencies like this we'll want to fix. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more dependencies than the ones that I've found so far. So the idea is really just to continue filling out this table as we find them. And then the next column is for linking to the issues to fix those dependencies. So for me, this week was really just digging a little bit deeper into what I showcased last week and filling out this table a bit more. So now it should be pretty straightforward for me to go in and create all the issues that are needed and link them up to this epic and show them in this table. Additionally, I did create the epic for the 3 settings that are listed in visibility settings that are not related to our navigation. So as a reminder, those are the CVE ID requests, forks, and get large file storage. So we'll really want to just determine whether these should live elsewhere or if we do indeed want to include non-navigation features within our visibility settings. And then lastly, for today, there were a few issues related to adding group visibility settings. And I went ahead and closed these issues because they don't align with our configuration strategy that we recently added to pajamas, which you can find here. And that reads that the ability to configure features by disabling the functionality is possible at the project level. Admin users cannot disable features at the instance or group levels as they do not know what functionality end users may need. So we can always revisit group visibility settings if we decide to change this configuration strategy. That said, it's probably irrelevant anyway because of the work being done by the workspaces team to combine projects and groups. And on that note, if we clean up these visibility settings in projects, I think will also help with the effort to combine groups and projects later down the line. So I'm really hopeful that this effort will also help that project as well. So that's it from me today. I'll be creating all these issues to finish filling out this table. There won't be an update from me next week because I'll be participating in the CEO Shadow program. So watch out for my next video after that. So thanks everyone for watching. Until next time.